This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Waite Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don in here with you on your Saturday morning. It is going to be another scorcher across the area. Hey, but there is some relief on the way. We'll tell you all about that coming up in this morning's edition of your Primetime Forecast, brought to you by Heron's Tree Service. Give them a call. You see the numbers there on the screen. If you have trees that you need taken care of, this is where you need to go across East Alabama and West Georgia. Heron's Tree Service. Remember them the next time you need to have a tree removed or trimmed up, or you got one that's threatening your house. These are the folks you need to give a call because they can take care of your tree needs. And don't forget about that insurance as well. Jamie Dukas, he can handle the insurance on those barn dominiums. Those things are hard to get insurance on. But Jamie has found a way to do it. So if you are looking for insurance for barn dominiums or anything that's hard to get insurance on, or just regular insurance, whether it is commercial or personal, Jamie can do it. Save you money at the same time. Scan the QR code on the screen. Give him a call at 256-831-7770. Or click that link at the top of the video to find out how much you can save with Alpha Insurance. Head over to our YouTube channel, click that subscribe button. It is free, and the little bell so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get that push notification. So showers and thunderstorms will be on the increase today. Still not a great chance across East Alabama and West Georgia. But it is there. We have a marginal risk across northern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, up into Tennessee if you're going to be on the road. Further to the north, maybe some storms today. And any showers that get going across East Alabama and West Georgia, I think would also have the possibility of being strong to marginally severe as well. And then on Sunday, much better chance of showers and thunderstorms down through the Chattahoochee Valley regions of East Alabama and West Georgia. A good bit of Georgia will be under a marginal risk for severe weather, and we'll include East Alabama on that. So a much better chance of showers and thunderstorms, some possibly strong or severe on your Sunday. And then look at Monday. We hang on to that marginal risk of severe weather across the entire Dr. Don coverage area. We have a cold front headed our way. It's going to help us with this heat. We've got to endure the heat today and again tomorrow. Then next week is looking much better. And as a matter of fact, by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday of next week, we're going to have a fall preview with high temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. I'll give you the details on that coming up in just a few moments. But we do have to deal with some heat today, and so the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory that's in effect for our East Alabama counties. Maximum heat index values up to 109 degrees this afternoon across the area. Then on Sunday, we'll trim off a few of those counties, but you folks in Coosa, Tallapoosa, Chambers, and Lee, and Talladega, you'll remain in that heat advisory on Sunday. Severe weather possibilities for Sunday afternoon. The counties you see in the green will have a marginal risk for damaging winds of up to 60 miles per hour and quarter-sized hail. Then looking at Monday, just about all of Alabama will be covered under that marginal risk of severe weather, again with damaging winds of up to 60 miles per hour and quarter-sized hail. Let's talk tropics because this may be our next major weather maker across the southeastern United States. We have an invest out there this morning. And this is in the northwestern Caribbean Sea and eastern Gulf of Mexico. Invest 93. Showers and thunderstorm activity continue to show signs of organization in association with an area of low pressure over the northwestern Caribbean Sea. Environmental conditions appear conducive for further development of this system during the next several days, and a tropical depression is likely to form late this weekend or early next week while it moves generally to the north over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Interest in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, western Cuba, and Florida should monitor the progress of this system, and I'll go ahead and add southern Alabama and southern Georgia to that list of those of you who need to be paying attention to what's going on here. The chance of formation through 7 days is 90%. You don't see that very often from the National Hurricane Center. Now, we'll dive in a little bit deeper on this coming up in just a few moments when we take a look at the Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar. But Invest 93 is the only thing that's threatening the southeastern United States at the moment. Franklin will continue moving to the north. Then we have those areas of interest in the central and far eastern sections of the Atlantic that right now certainly are not a threat to the United States. A couple of other things I did want to show you right quick on this satellite shot. Let's go to... Yeah, that one. Here are some tracks that the National Hurricane Center giving us this morning. That black line is kind of splitting the middle of all the different model ensembles that are giving us an idea of where this is going to go. And you see that track comes right up toward Panama City, right over Dothan, Alabama, and then gets pretty close to Atlanta, maybe just a little bit south of Atlanta, then curving back over toward Athens, Georgia. That would be out there around Wednesday or Thursday of next week. It would certainly be just a tropical depression by the time it gets up into Alabama and Georgia. But this could bring a good bit of rain across the southeastern United States next week. Again, we'll show you more about this coming up in just a few moments. One other stop right quick. If we can get it to go, this is going to be the satellite shot this morning. And you'll see that area down there on the lower right-hand side of the screen. That is the satellite look at 93 this morning that potentially could bring us a good bit of rain next week across Alabama and Georgia. Current conditions at East Alabama Bee Company, you know them as the Venue at 5 Points Farms in 5 Points, Alabama. If you've got a venue or a wedding or a special event coming up, the Venue's where you want to hold it. They can handle everything for you. Temperature currently is 75 degrees under fair skies. Wind out of the west-southwest at 2, gusting to 4. Humidity is 94%. The barometric pressure 29.93. 74-degree dew point. No rain so far. High temperature yesterday was a sweltering 94 degrees. Sunrise this morning, 6:10 a.m., and the sun sets this evening at 7:15 p.m., and it's going to be another sweltering hot day at 5 Points, Alabama. 96 this afternoon in Roanoke, 95 in Ashland, Lineville, Wedowee, 97 over in Franklin, Alexander City. Hits 99 this afternoon. And how about Tallahassee? We'll make it to 101. That's not heat index, folks. That is actual temperature. Look at 100 degrees up there in Talladega, 99 in Birmingham. We'll make it to 99 in Auburn. It is going to be a very hot Saturday. be extremely careful if you're going to be outside today. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. It's going to be rough the next couple of days, but relief is on the way. Today, a 20% chance of an afternoon storm. Heat advisory is in effect. 96 will be your high. We'll maintain a 20% chance of rain through about 9 or 10 p.m. this evening. On Sunday, a 50% chance of rain in the afternoon. I think we start today mostly sunny, 94, and then the temperature is going to start falling tomorrow afternoon. We'll fall down into the 80s before sunset tomorrow afternoon with that 50% chance of rain. And then on Monday, look at there, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms as they become likely. We may have to deal with some severe weather tomorrow afternoon and again on Monday, but 85 will be your high. That will be nice. Tuesday, an 80% chance of rain. 82 will be your high on Tuesday. And look at Wednesday. Get those fall jackets out. 50% chance of rain. 79 will be your high temperature. So that means we'll hang in the 70s most of the day and only make it to 79 for your high. Now we're banking on some precipitation from that tropical system out of the Gulf of Mexico out there on Wednesday. So I would caution you that rain chance could change drastically one way or another, and at this point, I think it's probably going to increase by Wednesday or Thursday, looking at the latest guidance on our tropical system. So a little bit of a fall preview, even though it's going to be rainy. Thursday, we're looking at a fall preview because I think the rain's gone by afternoon. Beautiful, bright, sunny skies, and again, the high temperature on Thursday will only be 80. It's going to be much drier by Thursday. So I think Thursday is going to be a magnificent day for East Alabama and West Georgia. So the seasons are changing. We're going to get out of this muck that we've been stuck in most of the summer. It's coming. Hang in there. We can see some fall temperatures at the end of the tunnel. All right, let's take a look at your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. And nothing happening across East Alabama and West Georgia. I want to take you down into the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. Here is our Invest 93L, located real close to the Yucatan Peninsula this morning. This is Cuba over here to the right. This is Mexico to the left. And this is where our storm system is setting at the moment. And I'm going to turn on the forecast model track, and there you go. Now, this is why it's called spaghetti models, because this is a compilation, if you will, of all the different models that tell us where they think this thing is going to go. And you can see that all the different tracks from all the different models that are out there are really tightly grouped. So that tells us that there's really good agreement on exactly where this storm is going to go over the next several days. That's good agreement based on the data we have right this moment on Saturday morning here on Dr. Don's Weather. That could change as we go through the next couple of days. Conditions across the U.S. could change. The data will change and the models could change. That's how all of this works. So if this thing ends up coming in somewhere totally different, 6 days from now, don't go back and say, well, your forecast Saturday morning was wrong. You have to understand how this works. This is based on current data. Tomorrow we may get a totally different data set that could change things. But I think this is a pretty good prognostication of where the storm's going. Now, can we tell you that it's definitely going to move right over these particular areas? No, we can't do that. It hasn't even really developed yet, so there's no way we can do that. But I think anywhere from Atlanta, Georgia to Jacksonville, Florida is a good bet of where this thing is going to track as it comes on shore, probably Monday or Tuesday, and it'll take a day or so to get across Georgia and up into the Carolinas. Could be as far west as Panama City, could be as far east as Tampa, and then you can draw that track on up to the north and curve it back to the northeast. Either way, I think we will see some effects across East Alabama and West Georgia. The further east it tracks, the more effects East Alabama and West Georgia will see when this makes landfall first part of next week. I really think maybe a tropical storm when it makes landfall. I mean, a Category 1 hurricane can't be ruled out, but it's moving so fast, I don't think it has time to grow much stronger than a tropical storm or Cat 1, low-end Cat 1 at that. But we'll watch this for you as we head throughout the weekend, and we'll bring you special updates as we get a little bit closer. As we go in and look at East Alabama and West Georgia, you can see that there's absolutely no precipitation across the region this morning. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. Don't forget to text the word ALERT to 265-540-8664. That is Randolph County's HyperReach mass notification system. You get weather notifications and anything that happens locally in Randolph County that you need to know about. You're going to get it if you text the word ALERT to that number you see on the screen. You can also go online on your computer. You see that website address there under the phone number. But the easiest thing to do is just text that word ALERT to that phone number. Hope you all have a fantastic Saturday. Try to stay in out of this heat. We do have some college football games this afternoon. Nothing from the Southeastern Conference of any great interest, but at least we kick off college football this afternoon. Congratulations to all the Randolph County schools for big wins last night. Woodland, Wadley, Randolph County, and Handley all won last night. Great ball games. You heard all that on the iSchool Sports Network, and we'll be giving you next week's lineup coming up as we get into next week here on Dr. Don's Weather. Have a fantastic Saturday. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning with your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.